of these two numbers. Wait. 6 and 12. What is lowest common multiplier of 6 and 12? Tell me.
Let's combine so 6 and 2 is 3.
LCM, not HCF, LCM. And even HCF is not 3. But how to calculate LCM? LCM is, see, there are two methods of solving LCM. The first is this. You have to see that number by which 6 and 12 both can be divisible. So if I write 2, so 2 divided by 6 gives me 3, and 12 divided by 2 gives me 6. Okay? Now again I have to look out for that number by which I can divide 3 and 6, so that is 3. So 3 divided by 3, 1. 6 divided by 3, 2. Now since 1 and 2, I can't, there's no number that is common between 1 and 2. So let I take 2. I can't divide 2 by like 1 divided by 2, so it remains 1. That's 2 divided by 2, it's 1. I keep on doing this. Ultimately at the last I get 1 comma 1. And whatever the numbers here, I have to write them. That is 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is equals to 12. So 12 is the LCM. So how to calculate LCM? The first you have to write these two numbers and you keep on dividing those numbers. It's not necessary that you have to find a common number also. You can start with the first one. Okay? But it's easier if you have to look out for that number by which you can divide both the numbers. Ultimately, you get two numbers when they become co-prime, which means there is no more common factors in between that. So individually take that number which you can divide. So say for example 2, write 2 here, 2 divided by 2, 1, and you can't divide this, so it remains 1. So 3 times 2 times 2, 12 will use the LCM. Is it clear or you want me to repeat this?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I ask you what is the LCM of 4 and 12, then use the same method, calculate the LCM of 4 and 12. There's another method also to calculate, but try this one first. Calculate what's the LCM of 4 and 12.
Um,
So tell me what's the LCM of 4 and 12?
Um,
In the same method, try to solve this with the same method that I have done here. Okay.
okay.
Can you do that on board? Here on board.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just, you write it here, 4 and 12. Try to solve this here on board, 4 and 12.
4 and 12.
4 and 12. Yes, LCM of 4 and 12. Okay, solve this here on board.
Mm.
Yes, solve this. How will you calculate LCM for this?
Um, you write out all the multiples of them.
Yes. Yeah, there are two methods. One, what you can do, you can just write the multiples. So like this is 2 by 2 and this is
Um, 2 by
2
6,
multiplied by,
6, 2,
yes,
2, then 2.
and 3.
4 twos.
Now 4 twos will give you 16. 2 to 4 times 3 will give you 12.
Okay.
So first write down the common number. 2 and 2 are common number, right? So write down 2 multiplied by 2 and
Mm.
also the uncommon number, which means definitely these two are common numbers. So write it only for one time and write this 3 for one time. Okay,
Mm.
this will give you LCM. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so calculate the LCM of 15 and 5. Tell me what's the LCM of 15 and 5. Tell me what's in the same manner. First, write the factors. What are the factors of 15? And first, tell me the factors of 15. Tell me the factors of 15.
What the factors of 15? Um,
Yes.
5, 3, 1, 5. Mm.
Tell me the factors of 15 and 15. What are the factors of 15?
Mm.
Tell me what are the factors? Factors just like how can you factorize this into the prime factors? What are the prime factors of 15? Which means when you multiply those numbers, you will get 15. What are the prime factors of 15? Tell me the prime factors. These just like when you multiply
Um,
2 and 2, you'll get 4 in the same manner. How you get
mm,
15 factors?
4,
For 15, what are the factors of 15? Hello?
3, 3, 5,
Yes, 3 and 5, that's it. When you multiply 3 and 5, you'll get 15. Okay? And what are the
and
factors of
10, 50.
okay, and what are the factors of 5? It's 1 times 5, right?
Yeah.
So what is the common number or what are the common numbers that you can see here?
What are the common number? 3,
Common numbers here, it's 5 cross 1, it's 3 cross 5. What are the common number that you can see?
1,
No, no, common number. See, like
um,
which is the common number in both you can see.
3.
No, no, it's 3 comma 5. Common number, like same number that you can see. In both the factors, what is the same number you can see? Tell me. It's 5, 3 comma 5 and 1 comma 5. What is the common number in both that you can see?
um, 3 and 5.
No, it's 5, right? It's 3 comma 3 cross 5 is 5 comma 1. So 5 and 5 is common that I'm saying, okay? So you have to write 5. And then
Yeah.
you have to write the remaining numbers. So remaining number is 3 and 1. So ultimately your LCM become 15. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now calculate LCM of 24 and 6. So first tell me the factors of 24. What are the factors of 24? Prime factors of 24.
Uh, um, the factors of 24.
Yes.
Um, 6, 4, 6 and 4, 2 and 12.
Like prime factors. Prime factors, which means it should contain 2, 3, 5, 7, the prime numbers. Okay. So only tell me the prime factors of 24. Which means if you multiply
Um, 6.
6, is it 6 prime number? 6 is not prime number. So you can
Um,
split 6 further into 3 times 2.
from,
Okay. Okay. Let me tell you what are the prime numbers. First define me what are the prime numbers.
uh,
Define me what are the
prime,
prime numbers. Prime
the
numbers.
only one, it has no numbers that go into it.
Sorry?
It has no numbers that go into it.
The prime numbers. The prime numbers. Okay, so prime numbers are those numbers that can be divided by their self and by 1 only. Say for example 5. You can divide 5 by 1 and 5 only. Right? Say
Yep.
7. So these are the prime numbers. So you have to split 24 into the prime factors. Tell me.
Mm,
Split this
6 is
24.
2. There.
Yes, how can you prime factorize 24?
How can I what, sir?
How can you prime factorize? How can you make the factors prime factors?
Can I make them prime factors?
Tell me, how can you? That means you just have to split 24 in the same manner, like we have done 20 with 12, right? In the same manner, split 24. is what? 3 multiplied by 2, 6. 6 multiplied by 2, 12. 12 multiplied by 2, 24. These are the prime factors of 24. Is this clear?
Yeah.
And same as the prime factors of 2, 6 is 2 multiplied by 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have to look out for the common numbers. 3 and 3 common, 2 and 2 common. So 3
Mm.
multiplied by 2. That's common. And the remaining numbers are 2 comma 2. That
What
means,
isn't it?
sorry,
Nothing, sir.
hello.
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. So it's 3 comma 2, 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Tell me what's the final answer then?
Um,
Tell me, if you multiplied 3 by 2 by 2 by 2, what's the final answer?
3 multiplied by 2 by um
What is this?
6. 24.
Yes. So the LCM is finally 24. Okay.
Yeah.
Now calculate the LCM of, you just keep on writing. First write down this and this. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll move on to the next one. First write this.
Mm.
Have you completed it?
Mm.
Hello?
Yep.
Okay, so find the LCM of this. First, prime factorize both the numbers and see the common number. Write the common number, write the uncommon number. Multiply them all together, you'll get LCM. One by one, okay, step by step. The first is, it's 12 and 18. First, prime factorize the both, okay? Which means tell me
Yeah.
the prime factors of 12 and prime factors of 18. Tell me what are the prime factors of 12? Tell me.
Uh, um,
What are the prime factors of 12? Tell me. Hello.
yeah.
What are the prime factors of 12? Tell me what are the prime factors of 12?
Prime factors of 12. 3,
3 and multiplied by
4.
4. You have to split 4 into prime numbers. 4 is not a prime number. Split 4 into prime number. What will you get? Tell me. split 4 into 2 prime factors. What are those 2 prime factors?
Uh,
How can you split 4 into 2 prime factors? Like what are... Okay, how can you write 4? Can you write 4 as 2 into 2?
uh,
Right?
yeah.
So in place of 4, write 2 into 2. So ultimately 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is 12, right? 3 times 2, 6. 6 multiplied by 2, 12. In the same manner, factorize 18. How can you factorize this term?
Um,
18. How can you factorize 18?
uh,
Tell me.
um,
How can you factorize 18?
I don't know what to 18, sorry.
18. How can you factorize 18? See, you can write 18 as 2
Um,
multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, right?
yeah.
These are the prime factors. Now look out what are the common numbers that you can see.
Um,
What are the common numbers in both that you can see?
um,
Tell me. In both, what are the common numbers? It's 3 comma 2 comma 2 and 2 comma 3 comma 3. What are the common numbers that...
um,
What are the common numbers that you can see?
um,
Tell me. Common
Hmm.
numbers, the same number that you can see here, are what? See, can you see 3 and 3 are common? Right?
Yeah.
So write down 3 here. Then 2 and 2 are common, you can see.
Yeah.
So write down 2 here. Now 2 is not common, so write 2. And 3 is also not common, so write 3. So if you multiply them together, you'll get 3 times 2, 6. 6 times 2, 12. 12 times 3, 36. So 36 is LCM of 12 and 18. Clear?
Yeah.
Write down this, then I'll give you. First note down this, and then in the same manner try to get the LCM of 20 and 15. Write down whatever I have written here, then solve this one.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, now solve 20 and 15. Calculate LCM of 20 and 15.
Um,
First write down the prime factors of 20 and 15, okay?
yeah.
So what are the prime factors of 20?
Um,
Tell me, prime factors of 20.
um,
Prime factors of 20. That means if you multiply the numbers, you'll get 20. What are those numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, see, prime factors of 20 are 2, comma 2, comma 5. Clear? Which means
Okay.
if you multiply them all together, you will get 5. Prime factorization, which means calculate, like you have to write all the prime factors. If you multiply them together, you will get this number. So you have to find that prime factors. Prime numbers, if you multiply them, you'll get 20. So 2, 2 and 5 are prime numbers, and if you multiply them together, you'll get 5 by 2, 5 multiplied by 2, 10, 10 multiplied by 2, 20.
Okay.
Same as calculate prime factors of 15. Calculate the prime factors of 15. Tell me. You have to find those prime numbers. If you multiply together, you will get 15. Tell me.
Um.
Tell me. Same as how we have factorized. You have to prime factors of 15. Think and tell me what are the prime factors of 15.
Yeah. Um.
Prime factors of 15. Tell me what are the prime factors of 15?
Um,
Tell me what are the prime factors of 15?
um,
See, prime factors of 15 are 5 and 3. Okay? That is, if you
yeah,
multiply them together, you'll get 15. 5 times 3 is 15.
yeah.
Now tell me what are the common numbers in 5 times 3 and 2 times 2 times 5.
5.
Yes. So 5 is common number. So write 5 here.
Yeah.
And then the remaining numbers. So remaining is 2, 2, 3. Write all these three numbers. 5 times 2 times 2 times 3. What's the answer that you'll get if you multiply them together?
Um, um,
Tell me if you multiply them together, what's the answer that you'll get? Tell me. If you multiply 5, okay, first tell me 5 times 2 is what? 5 multiplied by 2 is what? If you multiply 5 and 2, what's the answer that you'll get? Hello? 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 Hello?